In today's video, I will share with you one of the simplest trading strategies for Bitcoin that I have ever used, and as well I will show you a proof why it is a profitable strategy, and you will be surprised how simple it is. Hello everyone, this is Petko Alexandrov from Trading Academy. Welcome and stay with me until the end of the video to see how simple it is to trade a Bitcoin if you have a proven trading strategy, and I will explain it in simple words. Even if you're a complete beginner, it will be super easy to implement this strategy in your investing, in your trading. And before I show you the strategy, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any future videos. Click on the notification bell as well so you will get notified whenever we upload new videos. Hello everyone, it's Petko Alexandrov, and in this video I will share with you what is the strategy, the idea of the strategy. You will see how simple it is. And in the next videos, I will give you more details about it. I will show you how it's proven. I will show you what is the backtest of the strategy, or in other words, I will show you all the entries and the statistics for this strategy. So you will be really surprised by how one simple strategy could be so profitable and easy to apply. So this is the Bitcoin on hourly chart, and for the beginners this means that one candlestick or one bar represents 1 hour time. Okay, whenever we have a green candlestick, it means the bar is positive or the hour is positive. When we have a red one, it means it is a negative bar. Okay, it opened at one price and then it closed the hour on a lower price and it formed a negative candlestick. With the positive candlestick is the very opposite thing. It opened at one price, went up and down during the hour, and it closed at a different price, so it formed a positive candlestick. Now the strategy that I will show you applies on a daily chart, and if I zoom out the chart, you will see that Bitcoin recently, after the drop in May 2021, it's been not easy for trading because it's just going sideways, up and down. And if you don't have a strategy such as the one I will show you, it is really hard to decide when you have to buy, when you have to sell. And many people lose their money exactly on such market conditions. Okay, so now I'm on a daily chart, which means that one candlestick represents 1 day time. And again, we have positive and we have negative candlesticks. So how we know when to buy and when to sell? And here is the strategy. I will add an indicator called moving average. And for those who have experience, know this strategy for sure. It's probably one of the first indicators out there, and it's super easy to apply it. It's super easy to use it. I will click on it, moving average, and what happens, I see one line over the chart, and this is exactly the moving average. So for this strategy, I will click on the moving average or on the line, and I will go to more, and I will click on settings. So here I will tap on inputs, and length of 9, I will change it to 5. Later I will tell you why I know this is the number I need to use. And then in style, I will just make it probably red to be more visual. Alright, so here is the moving average. So what is the moving average doing? It makes the chart smoother. Alright, you can see the prices going up and down, but when we have a moving average, we see clearly a direction. Here the price is going up, and from this moment it starts to go down, going up, going down. Right now it's just going sideways. Okay, and if I scroll earlier when the market was very bearish back in May 2021, you can see a very clear direction with the moving average. Here it was falling, then it was rising, then it was falling. Okay, so the moving average makes the chart very easy to read. You just have a line that follows the price. And what is the strategy? We have a buy signal whenever the daily candlestick opens above the moving average. So for example, right here, this positive bar opened below the moving average, but the next one opened above the moving average. So here is our buy signal, or our entry where we have to buy Bitcoin. Okay, now let me place a circle on it and I will put it on the opening of the bar. Okay, this is a red candlestick, which means that the opening is on the top of the body of the candlestick, and if I put the mouse on it, you will see exactly the four values of the open, high, low and close. Alright, on every candlestick, if I put the mouse on trading view, you can see the four values. So the opening of this candlestick, for example, was at 37,388.05. Alright, so let me zoom the chart so we can see it clear. Here is the entry on the opening of the first candlestick that opens above the moving average. So the price was below the moving average, it went above, and on the next candlestick on the opening we have the entry. Now what happened very shortly after that, in 2 days time, the price went below the moving average and it opened below. So what we do here, we have to sell it. Alright, here it is. And you will say, alright, but this will be a loss. We'll be buying approximately at 37,376 and selling it at 35,597. And yes, that's true. If we buy here and we sell it over here, this will be a losing trade. But stay with me because we will eliminate such trades. And let's follow along. The price went up and then it went down. When it went up, we have a new bar that opened above the moving average, right over here. And then when the price went below, on the opening of this bar, we have the sell signal. Is that right? That's right. So again, we have a loss. And I selected these examples because I wanted to explain the strategy. It is that simple, and I wanted to show you that there are actually losing trades. And if I keep doing that until the end, which is today, the 7th of July 2021, you will see that we have more losing trades. And why is that? This is because we are in a downtrend. And if I zoom out the chart, you will see clearly the price going downwards from the mid of April, and before that it was going upwards. And if I zoom the chart when the price was going upwards, you will see something totally different, okay? We have the entry signal whenever the price breaks the moving average with period of 5, and on the opening of the first candlestick we have the entry. So here it is, and then where is the exit? It's right over here with this candlestick, okay? We'll make it red. So here is the entry, here is the exit. We buy at, what is it, somewhere 80,800, and we sell at 22,700. Then here we have a small losing trade that opens where we should be buying at 23,800 and sell it at 23,200. But then when the candlestick opened at 23,700 something, right over here, our exit is way up higher. I will show you exactly where it is. It's right over here. Okay, so we would be buying at 23,700 something and sell it at 38,200. Okay, so you see what a profitable trade is over here. And now comes the question, how do we filter if we are in an uptrend or we are in a downtrend? And right over here again you can see the price going downwards, so you will be having some losses. and then again you will have some amazing trades. And if I have to be precise, right over here we have the bar that opens above the moving average at about 35,500, and we should be selling it at about, what is it, $54,000 something. Okay, so you see how the strategy catches these nice movements. But how do we filter if we are in an uptrend or we are in a downtrend? Simply, I will put one more indicator, which is moving average, but with a period of 50. Alright, so here it is. I will click on it. I will go to the settings of the strategy and I will change the period to 50, and as style I can choose whatever color I want, but I will just make it darker red. And here it is. You can see that this 50 moving average shows the direction of the trend. And stay with me here. When the 50 moving average goes upwards, only then we are buying using the 5 moving average. So if I scroll the chart again to the right side, you will see that the 50 moving average after the beginning of May changed its direction downwards. So all of these losing trades over here, we are not buying them. Okay, we are not buying it all Bitcoin right here and selling it right here, not buying it here and selling it right here, because the 50 moving average is showing downtrend. And why the 2 moving average looks different very shortly is because they are calculated based on different periods. The 50 moving average uses the last 50 days, or if I have to be precise, the closing prices of the last 50 days, and it summarizes them and then divides them by 50. So it gives us the average price for the last 50 days. Okay, here it is. At the current moment, it's about 36,000. Okay, this is the average price for the last 50 days. And the 5 moving average uses the average closing price of the daily candlesticks of the last 5 days. This is why the 5 moving average goes closer to the price, while the 50 moving average is lagging after the price, but it shows clearly the trend. Okay, you can see it very clearly if I zoom out, just like that. Okay, for some time it was going down right here, and then from, what is it, 9th of October 2021, when the price was at about $11,000, very clearly we are in an uptrend up until May, when the 50 moving average changed its direction downwards. So if you are using an exchange and you want to use that strategy, all you have to do is look for the 50 moving average to be rising in order to look for the entry signals when we have the price going above the 5 moving average, or to look for a candlestick that opens above the 5 moving average, and then to take the profit when it goes below the 5 moving average. And then you can see that over here we will be taking profit, over here we will be taking profit as well. And then you might say, okay, but when the 50 moving average is going down, we are not doing anything and we are not trading. The thing is, you can be trading when the price is going down with the trading brokers. Some crypto platforms allow that, but with simple words, it is called CFD, or contract for difference. So I will explain it very shortly at the end of the video, and in another video I will demonstrate it, how it works. Okay, so right over here we said that this is the exit for this trade. But let's imagine, I will delete all of that. Let's imagine that we sit on the computer on that day, 17th of June, and we see that we have a bar that opens below the 5 moving average. At the same time, the 50 is going down, which means we have a confirmation to sell. And instead of exit, this is our entry or this is where we will be selling Bitcoin versus the American dollar. And we will be taking our profit on the first bar that opens above the moving average, which is right over here. Okay, so we will be selling it here and we will be taking the profit right over here, which is a move of $4,000 and something. Okay, so when the 50 moving average goes down, we can sell the Bitcoin and take a profit on a lower level. And for the beginners, I know it's complicated. You might ask immediately how I'm selling the Bitcoin if I didn't buy it previously. This is the CFD trading, which stands for contract for difference. So some brokers allow that, and there you can fund an account. Let's say you fund an account with $50,000, for example, and you can sell one Bitcoin, and when the price goes down, you can close the position and benefit the difference. This is why it's called CFD trading. Of course, if the price goes against you, then you will be handling losses in your account. It's very similar to the short selling in stock trading, okay? So simply put, you are trading on the value of the asset and you are not owning the Bitcoin at this time. You are owning Bitcoin only when you buy it from the exchange or from the wallet, and you keep it in your wallet and you have it. Alright, so when we are trading with the robot that I will demonstrate in another video, we are doing both. We are buying it and we are selling it. So we are trading all the time. We are taking all of the opportunities out there. So to summarize it, I don't want to make the video any longer and complicated because it's really a simple strategy, but I tried to explain it as simpler as possible. When the market is going up, we follow the 50 moving average to confirm that we are in an uptrend. And then we are buying using the 5 moving average. And when the market is going up, you can use exchanges to buy Bitcoin and sell it on a more expensive price to get some profits. And at the same time, you can use the brokers with the CFD trading that I explained. Now, when the market goes down, we can sell using the same strategy, but we can do that using a CFD trading, and we are taking the very same signal but on the opposite side. When the bar opens below the 5 moving average, we are selling it, and when another bar opens above the moving average, we are closing the position to take the profit. Okay, so when the market is positive, you can apply that strategy easily on the exchanges and with the brokers. And when the market is negative, when we're in a downtrend, you can apply this strategy with the brokers and the CFD trading. And one more time, some of the crypto platforms allow selling the Bitcoin even without owning it previously. So how do I know if this strategy is actually profitable or it's losing? Is it making money in the long term or is it losing money? In trading, and especially when we use strategies and expert advisors or the so-called robots, we have the backtest. The backtest shows us what is the performance for certain strategy in a past period. And there are a variety of tools, platforms where you can perform backtest. You can do it on MetaTrader as well. But what I use as a professional trader, and because I do this full-time for quite a long time now, I use a professional software. And before I show it to you, I know many are wondering, okay, why do we need to have a backtest and the software? It's a simple strategy. It's very clear where we buy. We have the confirmation of the 50 moving average. We have the 5. We see over the chart where the entries are, all right, very clearly. For example, here it's very clear that on the opening of the first candlestick above the 5 moving average we buy, and here we sell it. But wait, maybe here we have opening below the 5 moving average, right? If I zoom it, it really looks like the candlestick opened below the 5 moving average, so the exit should be here. Am I right? The entry is here, and I said that the exit is when we have a candlestick opening below the moving average. And if I put the mouse on it, you will see that the opening of the candlestick, as please look at this number over here, the opening is 38,795.69, and the 5 moving average is 39,916.88. Right, so the opening is below, but pay attention here. This value for the moving average is on the closing of the day, not on the opening. So I don't know, actually, looking at the chart, what was the moving average value at the opening of the candlestick at the beginning of the day. Okay, so same thing here with this recent example where I said we can sell the Bitcoin. Right over here, we have the sell very clearly. The candlestick opens below the moving average, the price goes down, and here is the exit. But what about this candlestick? Did it open above or below the moving average? Because if it's above, we should be closing the trade here and not here. So if I put the mouse again, you will see that the opening is at 35,617 and the 5 moving average value is 35,321.12, which shows that the opening was above the moving average. But same thing here, this value for the 5 moving average is on the closing of the day and not on the opening. So again, I don't know, when this candlestick was starting, what was the value of the moving average? And this is why looking back over the chart this way could be really misleading when you are using indicators, and many traders and mentors are building their strategies, recording complete courses and videos over the chart and saying, oh, you should be buying here, you should be selling there, buying here, selling there. That is completely wrong, because the indicators are repeating, okay? They are lagging behind the price, and especially when we have a small moving average like 5, the value of the moving average changes all day long. So now at the current moment, today, by the time I'm recording, you can see that the price is 34,556.75. It's changing, okay? It was one value at the opening of the day. It will be a completely different value at the closing of the day, because it's changing. When the day closes and the new candlestick starts, then we will have a confirmed value, just like what we have here. The confirmed value for the moving average is 35,321.12. But this is after the day closed. And this is where a lot of traders make a huge mistake building strategies based on what they see in the past. Because in this example, we don't know what was the value of the moving average when this day was opening, or if I go back to the other example, when this day was opening, right? So let me show you the software and you will get a better idea of what I'm explaining. So I will go to our website at EA Trading Academy, and in the menu you can see software, and here we have 2 pieces of software integrated: EA Studio, Forex Strategy Builder, and the Forex historical data, from where you can download free historical data for any asset. It's useful when you're doing backtests, it's useful for many things. You can download completely free, no registration is needed, no strings attached, nothing. You can download the data for many assets. We have as well Bitcoin and Ethereum here, commodities, indexes, Forex pairs, and you can download it in different formats as well. But what I want you to focus on is the Expert Advisor Studio, because this is where I will show the strategy. So this is a professional software there is a free course for the software on the front page that I have recorded, and personally I'm using this software daily. It comes with 15 days free trial if you want to give it a try, generate strategies, backtest strategies, and export them as ready robots. So basically this is the idea of this software. I'm not going into details, it's not the purpose of the video, but when we have a strategy, and I will click on strategy and you will see exactly the strategy I'm talking about in this course. The idea of the software is that with one click we can export it as a ready-to-use expert advisor for MetaTrader 4 and for MetaTrader 5, or in other words, with one click we can have the robot, okay, the code for the robot. So we don't need to hire developers, we don't need to know programming. The software does it really automatically with one click, and it's much more for the software, but one more time, not the purpose of this course. I'm not going to explain it in details. There is the free course on the front page, which you can have a look at if you are interested. Now, what I want to show you here is the strategy that I have explained so far. So we have the entry conditions here. You can see that we have moving average with period of 5 with the condition the bar opens above moving average. And look at that, if I change the period, for example, if I increase it to 6, immediately I see the difference in the balance chart. And if I increase it to 7, if I increase it to 8, if I increase it to 9, let's increase it to 20, you see that there is a difference. Actually, the strategy became worse. So I'll bring it back to 5, I'll click on accept. And actually the balance chart is the result or the backtest of the strategy, and you can see that the backtest shows that the strategy was profitable so far. And if I click on edit again, you will see that this data is from 2018 until the moment. Okay, so I'm looking usually at the last 2-3 years, not going back before 2017 because the market was totally different. And so you can change the data period actually from right over here. Now on the second place we have the second indicator, again moving average with the condition rises, and you see that the period is 50. So again, if I change it to 60, you will see that there is a difference getting worse. So obviously with the time I have played around with the strategy a lot to find the best values, and moving average of 5 with the condition the bar opens above moving average, and the condition for 50 moving average where we need to see it rising works best for me and for the current market conditions. And these conditions where we want to see the bar opens above the moving average and the moving average rises are for the long entry, or when we are buying the Bitcoin. For the short entry, when we are selling it, you can see the very opposite. The bar opens below moving average and the moving average falls. And below we have the exit condition. So we exit the trade when the bar opens below moving average. And this is for the long exit one more time. Now, here is the magic. I will click on indicator chart, and you will see all the entries and exits very precisely. The software shows us exactly where were the long entries and where were the short entries with the strategy. Or in other words, when we have green below, or we have it right here over the chart, this is the long entry. Here it is. And then we have another long entry, another long entry, another long entry over here. And you see that when the 50 moving average starts to decline, we have only short entries. This one over here is a great short trade. Another one, these two are losing. This is a great profitable one. You can see it in red below the chart when we have the short trades or when we are selling the Bitcoin. And you can see it in green when we are buying the Bitcoin. So here you can see very visually where are the trades. And here is the example, by the way, that I have pointed out. So you can see that with this long candlestick, okay, let me go back to the trading view. Here it is, and it really looks like the opening of the bar was below the moving average. But if we look at it in the indicator chart where we have the backtest on EA Studio, you see that we are still in the long position or in a buy trade up until this moment. Okay, so there was no exit at this moment. And the software is accurate because it has the full values of the opening, the high, the low, and the close for every candlestick right there. This is called the historical data, which I've mentioned. And you see that when I move the mouse through the candlesticks, all the values change below. And actually you see that I was wrong for the entry moment. It was a bit earlier, right with this candlestick, and I said that it's right here. So it was right here. Okay, yeah. So we have the price below the 5 moving average and the first opening was right over here. But anyway, that's an entry 2. If you missed that one, and then you see it right over here, it's just another entry. But we can consider that this is an entry as well. If you have missed that one, you see the price below and then going up. But one more time, the software knows exactly where were the entries and the exits. And this is why using the robot is the best option for me, because even if I miss an entry, the robot will not miss it. It will enter exactly and precisely, and it won't be late with the trades, with the entries and with the exits. Okay, and if I scroll more, you will see so many trades that opened and closed. You will see clearly that when the 50 moving average goes down, we open just short trades. When it goes up, we open long trades. And it's not just the indicator chart. We have a balance chart where we see the performance of the strategy with some more statistics, and as well we have the journal. So with the journal we can see exactly all the trades starting from 2018. One more time, I selected that period of time for the backtest, but you can see exactly where the trade was opened, at what price, and what is the result. Was it a losing trade or a profitable one? And like every strategy out there, there will be losing trades, okay? Even we use the filter of 50 moving average to show us where the trend is going. Remember that with every strategy, there will be losing trades. And at the end of the day, what matters the most is to have profitable trades. And of course, when the market is volatile and when there are nice huge movements, there will be more profits. And you can see that recently in 2021, when the market was extremely volatile, you see profit of $3,000, then 2 negative trades, then another $2,000 of profit, and here is a great profit of $17,000 that the strategy took. And let's have a look at this trade. So it was a short position at the 55,827 on the 11th of May. Okay, 11th of May, right over here. I believe it's that one. Yep, what is it? 11th of May. Yeah, when the market turned negative, this trade over here brought a great profit with the strategy. Okay, so this is why I'm using the software EA Studio to show me a realistic backtest, to know exactly where the trades happened and not to be misled by looking just at the chart with the moving averages. One more time, I explained that they are repeating. You can read much more about repeating over the internet. And one more time, many traders do the mistake to build strategies based on just what they see. No, it's wrong. You need to have a professional software. I mean, you don't need to have it. I need to have it as a trader who builds strategies and use trading strategies daily. But to apply this strategy, you don't need to have the software. because you already have the robot, the ready to use code and the expert advisor for this strategy attached to this course. Alright guys, so this is how I know that this strategy works great. I've been using it for quite a long time and it worked really perfectly, catching some great moves on both sides when the market goes up, when the market goes down. And of course, I keep an eye on the strategy. I have a lot of tools like Optimizer, Normalizer, Walk Forward, Monte Carlo, which I won't talk about in this course, but I use these tools in the software to modify and improve the strategy. And I will make sure that you always have the latest version in the course. And of course, if I modify it, I will let you know and you will be able to download it. Alright, so these are the parameters and the values, moving average of 5 and moving average of 50 that I am using at the current market conditions for the Bitcoin. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll be very happy to answer you, and don't hesitate to give it a try on a virtual account or with a small amount. Just test it, see if this strategy will work well for you. I have tested it for quite a long. You can see that the backtest shows a very positive result, especially recently. One more time, there are losing trades, but there are always losing trades with every strategy. The most important thing is to have more profits than losses in the long term. These are the profitable strategies and the robust strategies. And don't look for a strategy that will always bring you profits, because this is unrealistic, unfortunately. If I find one day such a strategy, I will share it with you, but I'm very skeptical about it after testing hundreds and thousands of strategies automatically and manually. Thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, if you have liked the strategy, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a huge like, and I will see you in another video. Take care and enjoy trading. Cheers!